Good morning. Great morning, wonderful morning, spectacular morning, outstanding morning, magnificent morning, supercalifragilisticexpialidocious morning. Yes, all of those wonderful, beautiful reminders that you get to choose, I get to choose, we all get to choose what things mean. Remember, everything is fundamentally meaningless. Everything just is. And you, me, all of us, we've been given the gift to give meaning to that which is fundamentally meaningless. You know that just by using that one thing alone, that wonderful, beautiful principle, you can deliver incredible outcomes in your life. But see, from here, it's not a matter of whether or not you know that. The question is, how are you going to use it? When we say to you everything is fundamentally meaningless, when we say you get to give meanings to whatever those things are, we literally mean for you to do that, to activate that code in your mind of beautiful power. You can think of your agency as the power, your dissatisfaction is the spark. The point being is you can lead yourself into some incredible vibratory states, which will then lead to incredible outcomes. But see, this is where you have to do that. So, with that being said, my reminder for you is yes, do it. And remember, the doing that I'm talking about is to engage with it within your mind. All right. So, before we start diving into this wonderful, incredible book of the Master Key System, we do have another beautiful reminder for you that the subconscious code is available today on Amazon. Oh my goodness. Oh, yes. The subconscious code, where you get to dive into understanding more about the crazy awesome stick person. So, you should have received an email right before this call of where you can get that at all Amazons, no matter which country you're in. By all means, I recommend that you get it right away because it's really super cool. It's a wonderful companion to everything that we've been sharing with you. So get yours today. All right, now let's go into where we left off yesterday. I'm going to go over this one particular paragraph again. And gosh, it's so good. We're on part two on page 58. Notice this 57. Okay, 58. Here we go. Now let's go through this. Okay, the operations of mind. I'm actually going to pull up the stick person to help you to see this. Now, he doesn't talk about the stick person here in Master Key System. I talk about the stick person. Thank you, Bob Proctor, for introducing this to me so I can introduce it to you, of which, by the way, this came from Dr. Thurman Fleet. That's where the origination came from. But anyways, thinking about this, the operations of mind are produced by two parallel modes of activity, one the conscious, the other the subconscious. Okay? The conscious, the subconscious. Conscious, subconscious. Professor Davidson says, he who thinks to illuminate the whole range of mental action by the light of his own consciousness is not unlike one who should go about to illuminate the universe with the rushlight. Now, again, we talked about this before, but this is really important to go over, which is why I'm going over this again. Those of you who are able to tap into this will see an enormous amount of the light emanating from you. But in order for you to lock into that and tap into it, guess what? You have to access it, and the way you access it is with your choice. The subconscious logical processes are carried on with a certainty and regularity which would be impossible if there existed the possibility of error. Our mind is so designed that it prepares for us the most important foundations of cognition whilst we have not the slightest apprehension of the modus operandi. Now, what this means is that you have something within you that enables you to live effortlessly. You have the subconscious mind, which operates beneath your conscious part of your mind, of which you don't have to have any concern about how it works. The only thing you need to understand is that it works. And one of the examples that I gave to you about how it automatically works is think about how your blood pumps through your body. You don't even have to think about it. Maybe when you cut yourself, it automatically starts to heal. Now think about that. Well, it's the same thing with these habits that you have, these beliefs that you have. It's automated. And you don't have to concern yourself about whether or not it operates in error because it operates with perfection. Now, think about that for you when it comes to your goal. You want this to be effortless for you. Guess where it's got to be first? It's got to be here in the heart. But in order for it to be in the heart, you must make it important. You've got to become one with this idea, whatever this idea is for you. You've got to impress it upon your heart, conscious, subconscious, the thinking mind, the emotional mind. The emotional mind must accept. It doesn't have the ability to reject. See, this is here. That's where the accepting and the rejecting happens. But here, no, it must accept. And with regards to what it enforces what you've impressed upon it. And it works on it, it expresses without any flaw. Now, this is important because it happens without any thought. Now, think about that. Now, with this, though, there needs to be something that's emphasized as well. This works both with positivity the same way that it works with negativity. The point is that it's there and that it propels you in whatever direction that's been impressed upon it. And you're the one that gets to choose what you're going to press upon it. Now, the subconscious soul, like a benevolent stranger, works and makes provision for your benefit, pouring only the mature fruit into your lap. Thus, ultimate analysis of thought processes show that the subconscious is the theater of the most important mental phenomena. As you thinketh in your heart, so are you. Write that in your notes. As I thinketh in my heart, so am I. And what's your heart? Your subconscious mind. What's in your subconscious mind? Oh, your beliefs, your habits. See, that's where your mindset is. As you think based on what you believe to be true, the habit you have, which is in your subconscious mind, that's what leads to the type of fruit that you have. Right around this paragraph is seed, plant, blossom, fruit. Plant an apple seed, you're going to get apples. And again, the best part is you don't have to concern yourself about whether or not it works. It works. Think about, for instance, a light switch on the wall, and then you have your light. Do you have to understand how, by switching on the light, how it turns on the light? You don't need to understand that. Somebody else has an understanding of that and made that happen in your home. The only thing you need to get is when you push the button, it turns on. It is through the subconscious that Shakespeare must have perceived without effort great truths which are hidden from the conscious mind of the student, that Phidias fashioned marble and bronze, that Raphael painted Madonnas, and Beethoven composed the symphonies. Think about that. Remember, your intuition is what brings into you the ideas that come from the universe. Well, your intuition is a higher mental faculty. With that being said, it's the only higher mental faculty that operates between the conscious and the subconscious that bridges the universe or God to you. And this is what he's talking about here. It's your subconscious mind that gives you the answers. But in order for you to be able to receive the answers, your mind's got to be open enough to receive it. Ease and perfection.